So the title of the poem is O Great Poet, and the poem is composed by Daya Pawar. The full name of the writer is Dagadu Maruti Pawar, and he is a Marathi poet, and he belongs to the lower section of society, means the Dalit caste, which we call. And this poem is based on the idea of Ram Rajya, which was discussed in the Valmiki Ramayana. And the poet says about Valmiki that Valmiki was a great poet. Generally we call Valmiki a great poet, but the poet Daya Pawar does not accept this concept. He says that Valmiki was not a great poet. How can we call him a great poet? Because he has not paid any attention towards the lower or weaker section of society. And he has talked about Ram Rajya, but in Ram Rajya, or during the reign of Lord Ram, the lower section of society, the lower caste people, they were treated in a very humiliating manner. Their houses were built outside the village. They were not allowed to live in the village, and they were not allowed to make penance, means religious practices were not allowed to them. It was only for the upper caste people that, there were four sections of society: Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So the Shudras and Vaishya, they were not allowed to do penance or the religious practices. Only Brahmin and Kshatriya, they could do religious practices. So here in the poem, the poet expresses his idea regarding the greatness of the poet Valmiki. He says that Valmiki was not a great poet. He does not accept this idea that he was a great poet. Now let's start reading the poem. O Valmiki, should you sing the praises of Ramayana, because you are the great poet of poets. The poet says that Valmiki, you have sung the praise of Ram Rajya, means the kingdom of Lord Ram. And Ram Rajya here is not only used in the sense of the kingdom of Lord Ram, but it has acquired a different notion as well. Ram Rajya in itself is a term, and in political science and different types of sociological sciences, Ram Rajya is considered to be the state of justice. Ram Rajya is synonymous with the state of justice, means everyone is treated equally. No one is lower and no one is higher. So all people are equal or equally treated. That is actual Ram Rajya. So the poet says that have you sung in the praise of Ram Rajya, because you are the poet of poets, कवियों के कवि, महान कवि. So actually English literature में, if you know, the poet of poets, who has been called a poet of poets? Spenser. Spenser is called the poet's poet. Okay. So here the poet says about Valmiki that have you sung in the praise of Ram Rajya, because you are the poet's poet, means you are the greatest poet. Seeing the heron's wounded wing, your compassionate heart broke out in lament. Seeing the heron's wounded wing, your compassionate heart broke in lament. Here, heron is the name of a bird which catches fish from the water, and it has a S-shaped neck. The neck of the bird heron is in the shape of S. तो जैसे S का आकार होता है ना ऐसे, वैसे उसकी, और बगुला जिसे हम हिंदी में कहते हैं, ठीक है ना, बगुला. So heron's wounded wing. Now what does the poet want to say? That he was so compassionate. The poet says that he was a very emotional kind of person. About whom he is saying so? He is saying so about the poet Valmiki. He says that Valmiki was very emotional and he was very compassionate, and he, even if he saw a wounded wing of a bird, wounded का मतलब क्या है, घायल, चोट लगी हुई, means if he saw the wounded wing of a bird, his heart broke out in lament, means he became very sad, and he took pity on the condition of the bird and he started lamenting, means crying. यानी एक पक्षी के चोट लगे हुए पैरों को, पंखों को देख करके भी, और पोइट कहते हैं कि वाल्मीकि इतने कंपैशनेट थे, इतने सिंपैथेटिक थे कि वो रोने लग जाते थे. तो अब यहाँ से वो कंट्रास्ट कर रहे हैं कि एक ऐसा कवि जो पक्षी को भी घायल देख के रोने लग जाता है, वो उस समय के जो दलित थे, उस समय के जो वीकर सेक्शन थे, जो डाउन ट्रॉडन थे, उनकी कंडीशन को देख के क्या उन्हें बुरा नहीं लगा, ठीक है ना. You were born outside the village. Now he says that the poet Valmiki was born outside the village. Why? Because at that time the area in which the houses were built of the lower section was situated outside the village. They were not allowed to live inside the village. So you were born outside the village in a shunned neighborhood. शन का मतलब होता है इग्नोर करना या छोड़ना. सो द एरिया इन विच यू वर बोर्न was rejected area. It was rejected area where misery itself was born. Now here the misery, the word misery का मतलब क्या होता है, दयनीयता या दुख. तो जो दयनीय स्थिति है, मिजरी को यहाँ पे पर्सोनिफाई किया गया है कि वहाँ पे सिर्फ तुम्हारा ही जन्म नहीं हुआ था, यानी पोइट का जन्म नहीं हुआ था, बल्कि मिजरी का यानी सोरो का, दुख का भी जन्म वहाँ हुआ था. यानी वहाँ पे जन्म लेने का ही अर्थ ये था कि वहाँ पे व्यक्ति जो है वो दुखी होगा, ठीक है ना. यानी जिसका जन्म वहाँ पे होगा वो व्यक्ति दुखी होगा. Never festooned with fruit or flower. Never festooned with fruit or flower, the dejected faces furrowed with care. It is true, you never heard their lament as they cried for liberation. Never festooned with fruit or flower. Now the area where the poet was born, it was never festooned with fruit or flower. Festooned यहाँ decorated के अर्थ में है. Festooned का मतलब है decorated. The poet says that the area in which you were born was never decorated with fruit or flower. Means maybe that the area where they were born was arid one, बंजर जिसे हम कहते हैं. तो जो जहाँ पे वो रहते थे वो बंजर ज़मीन थी, तो वहाँ पे कोई फल या फूल उगते नहीं थे, है ना. तो यानी गांव से बाहर जो बस्ती उनकी होती थी उसमें उन्हें रहना होता था. और वहाँ पे कोई भी फ्लावर या फ्रूट नहीं होता था। द डिजेक्टेड फेस इज फरोड विद केयर। फरोड का मतलब यहाँ पे रिंकल्स से है, रिंकल्स, झुर्रियाँ। डिजेक्टेड का मतलब है सैड, डिजेक्टेड का मतलब है सैड, उदास। तो जो लोग हैं उनके चेहरे पर उदासी थी, और उदासी और चिंता से उनके चेहरे पर झुर्रियाँ यानी जो फेस है वो रिंकल्ड उनका हो गया था। देयर लेमेंट, इज इट ट्रू यू नेवर हर्ड देयर लेमेंट? क्या ये सही है कि तुमने कभी भी उनके विलाप को नहीं सुना जो वो करते थे लिबरेशन के लिए, यानी लिबरेशन, स्वतंत्रता, फ्रीडम के लिए। यानी वो लोग क्या थे, देवर काइंड ऑफ स्लेव्स, ठीक है ना, वो एक तरह से गुलाम थे, है ना। तो गुलाम होने के कारण, और पोइट कहते हैं कि क्या तुमने कभी उनके उस और विलाप को नहीं सुना जो गुलामी के कारण वो करते थे। वन शंबुक of your own blood caught fire rose in anger. Now here is a reference. It is the reference to Shambuk. Shambuk was a person of belonging to the lower class of society, and his head was chopped off, यानी उसका सर काट दिया गया था by Lord Ram, भगवान राम के द्वारा, because he tried to make penance, तपस्या करने के लिए। And why? Because at that time penance was only allowed to the higher class of a society. Are you getting? Yes. Higher class के लोगों के लिए ही था कि वो तपस्या कर सकते थे, and he was a lower caste person, so his head was chopped off. Why? Not because he was belonging to the lower caste, but because he broke the rules of society. ठीक है ना? Oh great poet, singing the praises of Ram Rajya, even there the icy cliff of inhumanity towered up. क्लिफ कहते हैं चट्टान को, और यहाँ ये माउंटेन के अर्थ में आया है, पहाड़ के अर्थ में, ठीक है। इनह्यूमैनिटी, अमानवीयता। टॉवर अप का मतलब टू राइज, बढ़ना। अमानवीयता का बर्फ रूपी पहाड़ बढ़ रहा था और तुम राम राज्य की प्रशंसा कर रहे थे। किसको कहा ये? टू द ग्रेट पोएट वाल्मीकि। यानी अमानवीयता बढ़ती जा रही थी और तुम सिर्फ क्या कर रहे थे? प्रशंसा कर रहे थे राम राज्य की। ओ ग्रेट पोएट, हाउ देन शुड वी कॉल यू ए ग्रेट पोएट? तो हम तुम्हें कैसे एक ग्रेट पोएट कहें? How can we call you a great poet? Had you written just one single verse exposing this injustice, this outrage, then would your name have been carved on our hearts. Had you written, had in the beginning of a sentence, when we use the word had, it becomes a कंडीशनल सेंटेंस, ठीक है ना। क्या बन गया ये? कंडीशनल सेंटेंस। हैड यू रिटन जस्ट वन सिंगल वर्स, यदि तुमने एक भी कविता लिखी होती जिसमें तुम एक्सपोज करते, मीन्स इन विच यू हैव ट्राइड टू ब्रिंग आउट द इनजस्टिस, जिसमें तुम अन्याय को बाहर लाने का प्रयास करते, आउटरेज को, यानी जो लोगों का गुस्सा है उसे बाहर लाने का तुम प्रयास करते, then would your name have been carved on our hearts, तब तुम्हारा नाम हमारे दिलों पे लिखा जाता। यानी तुम हमें अगर तुम और गरीबों के लिए, दलितों के लिए कुछ लिखते, तब तुम्हारा जो नाम है वो हम याद रखते, ठीक है ना। So that's the end of the poem. Now let's discuss some critical things about the poem. First of all, this poem is written in free verse, means there is no meter in the poem, and the poet has used interrogation in the first stanza, because you are the poet, great poet of poets. This is irony as well, because the poet has said in an ironical tone that why are you singing the praise of Ram Rajya just because you are the poet of poets. Misery itself was born. Here the poet has used the personification. Okay. Then festooned with fruit or flower, alliteration is used here. Dejected faces furrowed with care. Here the poet has used the device of metaphor. Icy cliff of inhumanity towered up. Here also the poet has used metaphor.